Okay, so I'm bored and I'm going to show you a great place to level on Final Fantasy XIII. So the team you're going to want is Fang, Snow and Hope, and the paradigms that will get you through this are Strategic Warfare, Relentless Assault, Solidarity, Delta Attack, Diversity and Premeditation. Okay, you're going to want to start with Strategic Warfare. Okay, so to make all the monsters respawn, basically just return to this safe point and you can do this. I've been doing this for a while now. Yeah, it's tedious, but you know, it'll get you to the maximum number of CP in a stupidly quick amount of time. So it's a great place to level, in my opinion. You've already fought the first enemies before. It's kind of annoying. For this, you're going to want to start with Strategic Warfare. There's a reason for that, and I'll go through it. Okay, the first person you're going to want to target here is the Sanctum Templar. The reason for that being, he can get rid of any debuffs you put onto Vladislav, or however you say it. So that becomes very annoying very quickly. Basically, I only wait for Hope to put haste on, and then I just switch to Delta Attack. You keep going basically until you get rid of the Sanctum Templar. Now, if you need any help in regards to Snow being your Sentinel, just switch to Solidarity for a bit. Hope will get him up in no time flat, and you can carry on with the battle. Okay, now that you've got rid of that guy, you're going to want to switch to Premeditation. The reason for this being that this guy falls extremely quickly if you manage to get the D-Shell and D-Protect debuffs on him. So just keep going with Fang until you get those debuffs on him. Alright. Switch to Delta Attack and pretty much wait out the rest of the battle with this. Again, if Snow looks critical condition, then switch to Solidarity for a bit. But if you get to this stage, it's very unlikely that you're going to lose now. Okay, so that's the first battle down. There are 3 battles in total, by the way. Don't know if I mentioned that. Okay, in preparation for the next battle, you're going to want to paradigm shift to Relentless Assault, because a Sentinel's not really necessary. Whenever I can, I prefer not to use a Sentinel, as I feel it's kind of a waste of a space, I guess. I only use it for that Vladislav guy purely because if he gets debuffs on all your party, then you're kind of screwed. Okay, so the next foes are the Jabberwocky and the Bandersnatch. You're going to want to start by targeting the Jabberwocky one, purely because he has extremely hard hits, and it's an absolute nightmare to deal with this. Oh, cool, preemptive. Okay, so like I said, target the Jabberwocky first. And the trick here is basically you're going to want to stay on Relentless Assault for as long as you possibly can. I mean, obviously, if you need to heal, switch to Diversity, and Hope should be able to rescue your team. But, you know, try and gauge it so you're on this one as much as possible, because it just gets the battle over with more quickly. Well, an important thing to note with this battle actually is when they break to heal themselves with nature's bounty and stuff like that. That's a great place if you need it to heal yourself because they're not focusing on you. Okay, now that you've got the threat out of the way, you've got the Bandersnatch. In my opinion, this guy, he's pretty rubbish. He doesn't hit that hard, so just keep it on Relentless Assault. Now, if you've unlocked High Wind, which is usually how I defeat this guy, once you've staggered him, you keep driving up the chain gauge with the 2 Ravagers until you get to about 700 on the chain gauge. The reason for 700 is because that's when the stagger is nearing its end, and so you've kind of use High Wind then. You don't use it any earlier than that because obviously it clears the chain gauges and there's no guarantee that you're going to get the hit you want. And this should finish him off. Okay, battle 2 down. Okay, your last battle is basically the first one, except you don't have the annoyance of the Sanctum Templar. So start with premeditation for this one. Just so you can get the debuffs on early, and then he should fall relatively quickly. Alright. Okay, like before, you're going to want to wait until you get the Deprotect and De-Shell debuffs onto your enemy. Once you've done that, it's pretty much a straightforward fight. Breaks for Solidarity if you need it. Otherwise, just keep going with Delta Attack once you've got the debuffs on. Yeah, sometimes I just lose patience after a bit because you can get rid of them, but, you know. I'm sorry for the crappy quality, by the way. I don't have the best recording equipment in the world. Oh, and if he does that, if he gets rid of the debuffs, obviously you've got 2 choices. Either you can switch back to premeditation, get the debuffs back onto him, or you can just, you know, carry on the fight outright. Although it's probably better to put the debuffs on him. I can't be bothered, to be quite honest, so I just usually wait it out. Because at this stage, there's no way I've lost this. And that's that. 3 battles that will get you loads of CP in extremely short amount of time. You will have your characters maxed out in no time. And like I said, if you just want to keep running this to get loads of CP, just return back to the safe point at the beginning and they'll all be back again. Just keep using the same strategies. Alright, I hope this was helpful. Bye.